5-7 right now over Central York. Little bonus coverage taking place right now before we go on the air. We'll be down on the court, beside the court, as both varsity teams will warm up. It's a big matchup tonight, a battle of undefeated teams tonight, where they come in Division I teams, both undefeated. One will walk away victor tonight. Spring Grove on a roll, ranked number 1 in 3A in the state, coming in hot off the heels of their big win rally in the Valley this past Saturday, winning that tournament up in Cumberland Valley. A total of 18 teams participated in that tournament, and Spring Grove prevailed. They're led by their head coach, Liz Ziegler, tonight. And again, we're wrapping things up here with the varsity. Spring Grove up right now 11-7 over Central. I will check back in here momentarily. Enjoy the sights and sounds here from Spring Grove Area High School. It should be a great one. Settle in with your bottled popcorn and water and get ready.
phone's not the best, but that's how I was looking online right now.
Neat.
Yeah.
Is the link on your Facebook page? What is this?
You like the drama?
Oh, cool.
So the match will start about 20 minutes altogether.
About a half hour.
About a half hour? Okay, I'm just telling technical the battery.
Okay.
So that doesn't pick up sound until unless it's on the mic.
Yeah, that's on the mic.
Yeah, you need to work with it.
Of course, I can't pull up the page right now to share the link. Can you text me the link?
I'll go down.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go down there and then just once the clock has started. So we'll go down and I'll start and then I'll pull you in and then introduce you. Now your last name's Krieger, right? Okay. Yep. Just want to make sure. What's your thoughts on this game? Just off.
I think it's going to feel just like that JV,
Oh,
but
you think it's
louder
gonna come down?
and
Yeah.
You guys want to start talking later?
We're going to get down there. What is it now? 18. I'll give you the cue and I'll walk on behind them, and then I'll start, and then I'll speak for like a minute or so and call her and introduce her in. I'll get a little bit of what's going on tonight. Talk a little bit about our sponsors before I call her.
Yep, that's fine. Yep. I'm gonna get a break real quick.
Okay.
Remember, Michelle, make sure your mic is it on right now? We can turn it off for a second.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. It's Todd Edwards coming to you live tonight from Spring Grove Area High School. Todd Edwards, Stu Jones, my broadcast partner behind the camera tonight, operating behind the camera scenes as we do our first ever girls volleyball game, and it's a big matchup tonight. Two undefeated teams square off here tonight on the court right behind me. Spring Grove playing host to the Central York Panthers. Both teams undefeated. One team's going to walk out of here with their first loss. Who will that be? Well, you got to stay tuned to Sports Shooting Stars tonight. Again, we thank you for tuning in tonight. We ran a little late coming on the air because the JV game went 3 sets in a thriller. Central York won 2-1. In a thriller, JV. We're hoping for the varsity game to be just as much of a thriller. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors right now for making this possible tonight on a Tuesday night broadcast with volleyball across the area. But this is the game to watch, Central York and Spring Grove. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Basil Insurance, our good friend Greg Basil. Family owned since 1999, Basil Insurance has affordable insurance and has been sponsoring us for 4 straight seasons. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers, sports enthusiast Eric Brewer of Integrity First Home Buyers of York's been an avid supporter for the past 5 seasons. As long as we've been on the air, Eric Brewer and Integrity First Home Buyers have been a big part of it. Also, other sponsors tonight, S3 Performance Training right here in York. They focus on strength, speed, and stamina. Contact John Turpak or Ron Johnson at s3performancetraining.com or simply call them at 717-542-4247. Prestige Motor Cars of York. Owner Jesse Ferber has been a longtime friend of the network and has supported the program for the past 5 years. Jesse Ferber right here with Prestige Motor Cars. And also a new sponsor, Dean's Auto Plaza, located at 6851 York Road, right down the street from Spring Grove here in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Contact them at 717-632-9989. York County's #1 giant truck and car wholesaler. 5 sponsors tonight. And I mentioned about Stu Jones, my broadcast partner, being behind the camera tonight. Well, I have a special guest that's going to join me in the broadcast booth. We're courtside right now with Spring Grove and Central warming up just over my shoulder. But she's a former women's head volleyball coach at East Stroudsburg, also a women's head coach at Franklin Pierce in New Hampshire. And she's going to join me into the broadcast booth. Come on in here. Michelle Krieger, welcome to the program.
Thanks so much, Todd. I'm happy to be here tonight.
And this is your element, right? Volleyball. You've been doing a lot of it. Tell the viewers a little bit about it.
Well, we're super excited to be here. As Todd mentioned, I have a lot of background in volleyball. I've coached, I've played, and I've officiated, but tonight's the first night I'm doing any kind of commentary, so go easy on me tonight.
We're going to try to go easy. I'll try to throw you some softballs, and no pun intended. It's volleyball tonight, and 2 big teams. What do you see out of these 2 teams out of the Division I YAIAA?
Well, I got to tell you, watching these ladies warm up, they are warming up some guns. I'm watching the hitters over here on the Spring Grove side, and I think it's going to be an exciting game. The JV match set us up, and I think it's going to carry through on varsity as well. It
should, and Spring Grove's led by the twins, the Wolf sisters. They're going to University of Tampa to play beach volleyball. Keep an eye on those 2 girls for Spring Grove tonight.
Absolutely. I don't know how many people know this, but University of Tampa beach volleyball won Division II last year in beach volleyball. So I think we're going to see a lot of good coming out of those 2 girls.
No doubt about it. They're led by Coach Liz Ziegler. And across the aisle, Nate Acasio, year 12 for Central York. He has a loaded team. 11 seniors I counted on this Central York.
11 seniors. All 6 starters returning, so I think they've got a strong chance this year.
Yeah, it should be exciting. We're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth as we're just a few minutes away from first serve here at Spring Grove Area High School. A battle of undefeateds here tonight. It should be a great contest. Looking forward to it. And any other insights you'd like to add before we go to the booth?
I just think y'all need to sit back and relax and get ready for some great volleyball tonight.
Well, as I said earlier, get your bottled water and popcorn. Get ready for Tuesday night action here. A battle of undefeateds from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania. It's Todd Edwards. We're going to be bringing the action to you here momentarily as we move up to the broadcast booth. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Let's do it.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving property values, and bettering the community one home at a time.
For a fair cash offer on your home, call Integrity First Home Buyers today.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, "I think it's time we get serious."
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for.
The free year of roadside assistance?
And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's.
Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Dean's Auto Plaza. We are Hanover's truck giant.
We're back, sports fans. It's Todd Edwards, and so we're running some commercials tonight throughout our broadcast from Integrity First Home Buyers and Dean's Auto Plaza, not too far from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, and Hanover, Pennsylvania. So we'll have all bases covered with a total of 5 sponsors throughout this evening's broadcast. I'll be plugging them as the game takes place. And if you notice the players are wearing green T-shirts, well, it's a green out tonight here at Spring Grove Area High School. It's Mental Health Awareness Night. And a lot of the student section is decked out as well in their green shirts. And just to take it you inside, viewers, to what Spring Grove student section is all about, they'll be pretty loud and proud here tonight. It's a rather boisterous crowd. Well attended tonight. A lot of people came out for this battle of undefeated teams. Both teams, as I mentioned, undefeated. Central York comes in with a 5-0 record. Spring Grove is 7-0. So it should be very exciting tonight to see these two teams square off in Sports Shooting Stars' first broadcast for girls volleyball, YIAA, and we hope it's the first of many games that we're going to be having broadcasting this upcoming season. I know the York County Championships will be taking place later next month, the end of October, and maybe, just maybe, we'll broadcast a county championship. Do want to make also mention of another top team in York County in Division II YIAA, York Suburban Trojans, led by their senior Ileana Rogers, who's committed to Sacred Heart University. That's another team that's undefeated. Last week they knocked off the West York Bulldogs, another team to keep an eye on in YIAA action, York Suburban Trojans. Also the West York Bulldogs, York Catholic. I'd be remiss in not mentioning York Catholic out of Division III. So things are really heating up as we head into the heart of the schedule here for girls volleyball action, as the Central York Panthers now are finishing up their warm-ups on the court. As I mentioned, they're led by their head coach, Nate Acasio, in year 12 for Central York. Professional volleyball player back in Puerto Rico, now lending his expertise to the Central York Panthers tonight. Opposite Nate, of course, Liz Ziegler, who is no stranger to the coaching world, whether it's club volleyball or the Spring Grove Rockets. She leads her team in here. Coming off a big tournament win, a rally in the Valley this past Saturday in Cumberland Valley, with a total of 18 top teams from around the state converged at Cumberland Valley, and Spring Grove was victorious. They come in here ranked number 1 in 3A in the state. So Spring Grove Rockets, a team to keep an eye on here locally in YIAA. We'll see what they can do tonight against the unbeaten Central York Panthers. Sports fans, as you can hear, the student section here at Spring Grove getting rather vocal and boisterous because the Spring Grove Lady Rockets have entered the court on their bench as we're under a minute here left for warm-ups for the Central York Panthers. As I mentioned, a nice crowd has assembled here at Spring Grove Area High School for this big matchup between undefeated teams. And if there was a game to watch this week, it will be this game. And we thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars. Whether you're watching us on our YouTube page or Facebook page, we thank you. And I'd like to mention, get your bottled water and popcorn. It should be a great evening of entertainment tonight between Central York and Spring Grove Rockets. Sports fans, we're going to have player introductions here. And then the playing of our national anthem. But as you can hear, the student section here at Spring Grove, rather vocal, and you'll hear them all throughout tonight's telecast.
My goal for tonight is to come together with both my team and Central York in raising awareness to fight together to end the stigma. Thank you, Central, for wearing green tonight with us to show your support. And thank you, fans. I, among so many others, appreciate it. My final message tonight is let's work together on all being more kind, more loving, more helpful, and more caring. With the world we live in today, that is what we need most, each other. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and don't ever forget, I've got your back.
There we go, a moving speech tonight about mental health awareness and suicide by Riley Zedick, Spring Grove. There you have it, sports fans, a stirring rendition of our national anthem here at Spring Grove, and we are seconds away from first serve here tonight with my broadcast partner, Michelle Krieger. She's in the house. Dew Jones behind the camera tonight, operating the camera, and yours truly, Todd Edwards here. Again, seconds away, Michelle. Are you excited about this matchup tonight?
I'm very excited. Like I said earlier, the JV match really set the tone, so I'm excited to see what these two volleyball powerhouses are going to do tonight.
We mentioned earlier the twins for Spring Grove, number 3 and number 4, Nevaeh and Haley Wolf. They're going to the University of Tampa. But there's also twins on Central side as well. Leah Davies and Kara Davies.
And Carrie Davies,
yes.
That's right.
Yes, so it's interesting matchups here tonight.
That can't have happened that many times,
No,
I'll tell you.
And it looks as if Spring Grove getting ready to start things off here. Maddie Rulin, Kutztown commit, and we're underway. And a big kill there by number 16, Kara Davies, to get things started here.
Out of the gate with that kind of swing, that's going to set the tone right off the bat.
Yeah, we noticed during warm-ups some of these girls have some big swings. How about it?
Very much so.
And that's in.
That was
Back
right
judge
on the
saying
line.
that's in, and right now Central up 2-0 as Abby Stifler gets set to serve again for Central.
Oh,
But maybe
overruled by the official. He is calling that out of bounds.
We're waiting for the scoreboard to change as well, and that's out. By number 3, Nevaeh Wolf hits that one out, and it's Central 2, Spring Grove 1 now as we settle in here. One of the plays earlier were initially called in, it was out, so we back to action here. Central serving, gets the ball over the net.
It's a beautiful back row attack.
And an out by Leah Davies there ties things up here 2-2. As number 8, Riley Zedek, gets set to serve for Spring Grove. And a block there.
Excellent coverage by Central.
Both teams here seem like they're prepared and ready to go tonight. How about it, Michelle?
Absolutely. I got to tell you, nothing gets the crowd going like the block party either. You saw the students go nuts on that.
Over the net, yep. And it gives Spring Grove a 4-2 advantage right now. The first set. Riley Zedek back to serve. Jump serve. That hit by Bryn Weigel goes out, and it gives Spring Grove a 5-2 edge right now. Riley Zedek, the serving, is a senior for Spring Grove. A big swing there.
Both teams swing a little wide there on both sides. So.
Maybe a little overexcited, Coach? What do you think?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Big block there in the middle from Central. And that one finds its way in, courtesy of number 3, Nevaeh Wolf. And a 7-2 lead right now for Spring Grove. A service error there, which will give Central the point. Down now by 4, 7-3. Number 15, Carly Baca, back to serve for Central York. And that's out.
I got to tell you, Todd, every time I see these girls serve out of bounds, I hear my grandfather yelling at me in high school because it's like a foul shot in basketball. One thing you have total control over. Those girls got to put the ball in the court.
Maya Shaw hits the ball over. Spring Grove. Oh, and an attempted dump there by number 24, Maddie Rowland. Not successful. It'll be Central serve. A 4-point lead for Spring Grove right now. 8-4 opening set. We thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars tonight. And that's in. A big kill there by number 19, Miley Orman for Spring Grove. Kenzie Boyer back to serve for Spring Grove. 9-4, Rockets lead. A packed house here tonight on Green Out Night, Mental Health Awareness Night here at Spring Grove. Kenzie Boyer serve out of bounds. Be Central's serve. Number 14, Brooke Yenchik back to serve for Central York.
That's a nice
big swing there by number 4, Haley Wolf. You're going to see her swing a lot. Committed to the University of Tampa to play beach volleyball. We'll be calling her name a lot along with her twin sister, number 3, Nevaeh Wolf, tonight.
And she's had a little over half of their swings already.
Miley Orman back to serve for Spring Grove. Gets the ball over. And a big kill there by number 21 for Central, Bryn Weigel. Spring Grove 10, Central York 6. First set. For viewers that are tuned in, first team to win 3 sets wins the game tonight. Service error there for Central. That was number 8, Riley Dreyer, coming out. Central York. Back to serve for Spring Grove, number 24, Maddie Rowland, who's committed to Kutztown University. Number 3, Nevaeh Wolf with a kill. And she may have cracked the floor on that one, Coach.
Absolutely, and it was wide open in that back corner. That was an excellent location.
Out of bounds there.
They are making the line judges work tonight.
They're earning their pay tonight. How about it? Number 2, Abby Stifler back for the serve. And out of bounds. Macy Baum couldn't get control of that one. We give Central a point. Down by 4 right now. Spring Grove 12, Central York 8. Abby Stifler, the senior setter for Central York. Nice shot there for Central. Pool within 3 right now. Spring Grove still up 12-9. Serve was a little short. There's a big swing there by number 4, Haley Wolf. Got a feeling we're not going to see number 3 and number 4 come out too often, Coach. What do you think for Spring Grove?
Probably not. Probably not. Not when she can pass like that and then turn around and take the hit as well.
And out of bounds. Again, number 3, Nevaeh Wolf for Spring Grove. Broadcast partner Dude Jones saying a lot of power in that swing, especially from high atop the broadcast booth there. You can see it. Number 4, Haley Wolf back to serve. Twin sister. Spring Grove couldn't quite get that ball over the net. The Central's point, 14-10 right now. Spring Grove with a 4-point lead. Back to serve for Central, number 21, Bryn Weigel. And a service error by Bryn Weigel. Extend the lead for Spring Grove to 5, 15-10. Just a reminder, viewers that may be tuned in for first time watching volleyball, it's the first team to 25, and you have to win by at least 2. And if it goes to the 5th set, you'll play to 15. So. That was Miley Orman there with the kill.
And what we always say is that is the best set you're ever going to get, is the overpass from the other team.
And a timeout call now by head coach Nate Acasio. He's going to talk things over with his Central Lady Panthers here. Down by 6, 16-10, Spring Grove. A minute timeout here. And Central York obviously needs to collect their thoughts here on green out here at Spring Grove, Coach.
I got to tell you, coming into a packed house and a green out night and that kind of support from the team, home court advantage has a whole different meaning.
Yeah, and of course, we want to remind our fans that this Spring Grove Rocket team will travel to Central later next month. They'll play a home and away game. So the potential's there for maybe coming down to the wire as to who will win the division title out of Division I YIAA. Coach, some top teams here.
Davies hitting the ball into the net and gives Spring Grove a point. And right now, 24-23, Spring Grove.
That set was a little bit low, so hitter did what she could, but that was a little bit low. I love how much they use the slide run, though. It's quicker offense.
And a timeout called by head coach Nate Acasio right now, down by 1. And take us inside here. What are the coaches saying to the teams right now, ideally? If you're Spring Grove right now, up
I
by
think
1.
take a breath and play the ball that's coming to you, because the first thing that has to happen is that serve, and that's got to be in the court.
And if you're on the opposite end, Spring Grove, what's going through the coach's mind there with Nate
Put the
Acasio?
ball up to your setter and let's get an attack.
Being told by our producer we were offline there for a couple minutes, but we're back online and ready to go. And with that, the score: Spring Grove 24, Central York 23. Riley gets the ball over the net. Big swing.
Straight up.
And we're tied up 24-24, Central serve.
That swing was just off Spring Grove's blocker.
Right. A lot of energy on the Central York bench, no doubt about it. We can hear that from up top here in the broadcast booth. Block there led by Tia Shaw. And Caitlin Munsky in the front line there for Central York. Leah Davies also is an outside hitter. And a timeout called by head coach Liz Ziegler of Spring Grove. And it's been back and forth. The pendulum has been swinging back and forth, Coach.
Yeah, that energy from Central. They got the truncated season last year because of COVID. They have a lot to come back and prove. I think they had 8 or 9 championships in a row until COVID hit.
COVID hit, and they're senior heavy. 11 seniors on this team coming into tonight's game against Spring Grove. So they have a lot of veterans on this team, and a lot of players that want to reach that next level, whether it's a county championship or on to districts and states.
They keep playing like this. They're going to have a lot of looks from colleges. So it's awesome you're broadcasting tonight. Give them that extra opportunity.
And have some game film for both teams to look at. And, of course, head coach Nate Acasio told me pregame that a lot of the players have not committed from his team, but they're getting a lot of looks from various colleges throughout our region. Carly Baca back to serve. Gets the ball over.
That ball was blocked out of bounds.
There you have it. And the scoreboard's not indicating that right now. They have a Central up by 2, but right now we're knotted up again at 25-25.
When you swing with that kind of power, the block comes back at you just as fast.
And we've seen that a few times in this opening set here from Spring Grove High School. What a contest taking place tonight, Coach. It's just the two best teams really in Division I on display tonight, and we're seeing why. I mean, it's been back and forth.
Yeah, that was a tough matchup. Central had the height advantage on that play.
Leah Davies with the serve. What a dig there. And just like that, it's official. The first set goes to Central York.
I'm waiting to see the Spring Grove student section get us pumped back up over here.
Yeah, that with that play and that win of the first set, it kind of can take the air out of the balloon a little bit of the student section. How about it, Coach? We certainly hear the Central York bench. They're rather enthusiastic, and yeah, looking over at the student section, decked out in green for the green out tonight. It's mental health awareness game tonight, and a little quiet after the home open or the opening set here with Sports Shooting Stars. And it would be a good time to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Dean's Auto Plaza in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Thank you for all our sponsors. And more importantly, thank you, the viewers, for tuning in to tonight's first ever broadcast of girls volleyball right here from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, between the Central York Panthers and the Spring Grove Lady Rockets. It's a great one, a great crowd, a lot of energy inside the gymnasium tonight. And we're going to be moving on to set two here, Coach. Your thoughts as you head into set two here?
I think, like I said earlier, I think both teams need to focus on getting the serves in the court. I think it's great they're being aggressive, but that was a little too many missed serves for my liking. Both teams have the offense, but if the ball's not in the court, you can't run it.
And we've seen, particularly from Spring Grove, they like to bring the swing, as they say, and that was on display. Spring Grove on their heels a little bit, but still plenty of time to get back into this. Again, the first team to 3 sets to win will move on and be undefeated as they move on for the rest of the season into October. The county championships will be held at Dallastown Area High School. And, you know, we have a couple guests tonight. I mentioned, you know, we have some guests here tonight.
I know our producer, suggested we give a shout out and thank the fans on YouTube. I know there's a lot of chatter going on there.
Yeah,
so.
and it's kind of difficult. I'd love to interact, but calling the game is kind of difficult. As you found out, Coach, you can't do 2 things at one time here. It's not multitasking when you're broadcasting here, but we're joined in the booth. John Turpak from S3 Performance has made his way up here. John Turpak is here. Dew Jones behind the camera doing his thing tonight. And welcome, John. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Long time no see.
Exciting first set, huh, Todd?
Tremendously so. Central York pulled it out, a two-point win, and we'll see going into this for Central York. And Kara Davies with a kill.
She has a nice fast arm swing. That makes it a little harder on the defense to try and read where that ball's going. I tell you, retirement's looking like it's for players.
Yeah, as the case with Central, 11 seniors, they will not be here next year. They'll be moving on to bigger things. And the dump there. By number 24, Maddie Rowland. A successful dump extends Spring Grove's lead to 5 right now, 10-5. Serve was short, but nevertheless a point for Spring Grove. Nevaeh Wolf. Maybe she can dial that up a few more times, Coach. Spring Grove starting to feel it a little bit right now, including the student section, and a timeout call by Central York. They're going to think things over right now with a 7-point lead. And right now it's been Spring Grove's second set here.
It's nice to see them come out swinging with that kind of energy. I know the first set took some wind out of the gym here, so it's nice to see them come back.
And we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Dean's Auto Plaza in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Thank our 5 sponsors for tonight's broadcast and allowing us to bring the game to you as we are this Tuesday night. First ever volleyball game brought to you by Sports Shooting Stars and our sponsors. Coach Michelle Krieger here, along with Stu Jones, John Turpak here, and yours truly, Todd Edwards. And Tia Shaw trying to kill it. There it goes out of bounds. We're having some technical difficulties with the video. Bear with us. We're going to try to work through this. And a short serve. And Spring Grove's point right now.
Spring Grove up 14-5.
14-5 right now. The Rockets over the Panthers. Spring Grove.
That got the student section up on their.
For Central York, number 8, a senior. Big swing, big kill. Who else? Number 4, Haley Wolf.
Bryn Weigel saw that coming and got a hand on that.
Oh. Addie Stipp. Set. And another big kill there for Spring Grove, and a 10-point.
Outside the antenna, but the line judge did not see that. I have to be honest,
Haley Wolf starting to kind of take this game over a little bit, Coach.
I'll tell you, when she gets her full of.
Over this set for Spring Grove, 19-8 right now. The Rockets are up in the second set. Timeout called by Central York. You know, Friday, October 8th, we're planning to broadcast the Red Lion at York High game. And there's some talk that we may be having a broadcast this Friday. So tell us what game you'd be interested in seeing this Friday for high school football. We plan to broadcast a high school football game this Friday.
During that timeout, I was watching Central's coach take the setter aside, so let's see what happens on their offense here.
And there's the setter, Abby Stifler. Sets it up there. Nice kill shot there for Spring Grove by number 16, Kara Davies. Britton Weigel back to serve for Central York. Down and a service there. Play.
I'm going to tell you, Haley's serve, man, she has an excellent. I'm going to tell you, Haley's serve, man, she has an excellent all-around game. Mixing up her serves, that makes it even tougher to read.
Back to serve for Central, Carly Baca. Miley Orman checking back in for Spring Grove. Front. There's Tia Shaw with a kill, trying to get her team back into this game.
That's the kind of kill that makes us setters live vicariously right there.
You may want to check the floor on that last kill there. That was Nevaeh Wolf, Haley Wolf. Yeah, we've called their name a few times, Coach.
That's right, 2 in a row for her.
Nevaeh Wolf. Service error by Nevaeh Wolf. The Central serve. Brooke Yankinich. Back to serve for Central.
It's going to be a net violation.
A net violation.
Off that pass. That was an excellent save, but the ref has certainly a better vantage point than we do on that play.
She's right down there, yeah, court side. Central trying to get back into this set.
That's 3
Looks
errors.
they're going to collect their thoughts right now. They're up still 23-15 here in the second set. Central winning the first set. And as I mentioned, our special guest, John Turpak, thinking this game's going to go to 5 sets. It'll be interesting. I got a feeling that neither team's going to be swept here tonight.
I have to agree with you there.
Yeah, I may come down to that 5th and final set and could be a thriller, much like the JV game was earlier as we were setting up here tonight. And JV game won by Central 2-1 in thrilling fashion, and a nice crowd settled in here for the varsity game, and we thank the fans for tuning in this Tuesday night with their bottled water and popcorn, enjoying sports shooting stars. Little Tuesday night volleyball, YIAA action here from Spring Grove Area High School. Coming back off the timeout, Brooke Yankinich back to serve. It's the ball over.
That's a double contact on that set.
And Central kind of creeping back into this, Coach, the second set.
Yeah, that would make me a little nervous from Spring Grove.
And Leah Davies, they try to set her up as an outside hitter, hit that one into the net, and right now 24 for Spring Grove as Macy Balms gets ready, the libero gets ready to serve here for Spring Grove. Spring Grove winning the second set 25-16.
It was nice to see Spring Grove win that on offense. That was not a lot of Central errors on that match. That was Spring Grove taking control.
And the Spring Grove faithful, that's what we do, the student section yelling, and getting ready to start the third set. Decked out in green tonight. It's titled the Green Out, Mental Health Awareness tonight. Both teams took a pregame photo with their green t-shirts on. A lot of the student body wearing green for mental health awareness. Riley Zedek spoke beforehand, and she got somewhat emotional as well because I believe it's Suicide Month as well.
It is Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month, and it's really nice to see that the team Spring Grove was able to reach out to Central, and both teams wearing green to support each other in this time of tragedy with what had happened.
Oh, no doubt. York, family owned since 1999. Hazel Insurance has affordable insurance, been sponsoring us for the 4th straight season. They're located at 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You may contact them at 717-792-6400. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers. Sports enthusiast Eric Brewer of Integrity First Home Buyers has been an avid supporter of the program for the past 5 seasons. They're located at 258 S3 Performance Training. Are you looking to get in shape? Are you a student athlete that wants to get better? Contact John Turpak or Ron Johnson at S3 Performance Training. They're located at 2810 East Prospect Road, right here in York, Pennsylvania. They specialize in individual and group performance to help every athlete reach their maximum potential. Reach out to John Turpak or Ron Johnson at s3performancetraining.com or simply give them a call at 717-542-4247. And also Prestige Motor Cars of York. Owner Jesse Ferber has been a longtime friend of the network and has supported the program for the past 3 years. Prestige Motor Cars is located on the historical trail at 1899 Susquehanna Trail right here in York, PA. And also Dean's Auto Sales. They're located at Truck and Car Wholesaler. We're back to action, Coach, after a bit long-winded after the ads here. Spring Grove with the serve. And a kill there by number 16, Kara Davies.
That's a strong way to come out of that break from Central.
Abby Stifler back to serve for Central York.
Big kill there by number 4, Haley Wolf. And Haley's going to go back to serve. Tied up 1-1 here at Spring Grove. Four hits there. Be Spring Grove's point.
Always makes me laugh when people start hollering. The ref can't blow the whistle until that 4th touch happens. So you got to give him a little break there.
Little leadway, yeah. Short serve there by Haley Wolf, but highly effective. Gives Spring Grove a 3-1 advantage right now in the 3rd set from Spring Grove Area High School. And that's out. It'll be Central York's point.
If you notice when she drops that short serve, she's going after where the setter's hanging out, waiting to move. So it's a good spot.
Interesting observation. That's out by Bryn Weigel. Gives Spring Grove a 2-point edge. 4-2. Riley Zedek back to serve for Spring Grove. She's a senior. Showing some hustle there, Riley Zedek. Back to serve, Carly Baca for the libero for Central York. Big swing there by Tia Shaw. And if you're Central, you kind of, it seems to be their bread and butter, setting it up to her for that big kill shot there from the middle hitter position there for Central York.
Absolutely. Spring Grove doesn't have the height to block her in the middle. I like how vocal she is as well. That tends to hold the blockers. So.
That's out. It'll be Spring Grove's point. Nevaeh Wolf back to serve for Spring Grove.
Referee indicating there was no touch on that block, so Central had four touches on that ball.
It'll be Spring Grove's point, a 3-point advantage for the Rockets. And Spring Grove extends their lead to 4 right now, 8-4, third set from Spring Grove Area High School. Battle of undefeated teams here tonight in Division I YIAA. That was in. Big kill shot there for Spring Grove. And a 5-point lead here for the Lady Rockets. That's out.
I got to tell you, I'm starting to have flashbacks to that other game where we kept siding out on missed serves.
Missed serves, yeah. It's what a shot, what a kill there by
Haley Wolf.
Haley Wolf again, yeah. And you notice they kind of, as you mentioned, in the back row, in the front, wherever she's at, makes her presence felt. Kenzie Boyer back to serve for Spring Grove. A little soft tapper there by Haley Wolf, mixing things up a little bit. And just as effective, Coach.
Doesn't matter how hard the ball hits the ground, just that it hits the ground.
That was out. Brooke Yankinich back to serve. And falls in for Central.
It was a nice attempt at a pancake, but the ref's saying it got more of the floor than her hand, so that's going to go over to Central.
And Central closing the gap right now, 11-7 over Spring Grove. Still with the lead. A nice dig. She just seems to find that spot. How about it, Coach?
That's a beautiful line shot right over the block. Beautiful line shot.
Haley Wolf, at times making it look rather easy out there. How about it?
I'll tell you, the training those sisters have in the sand does a phenomenal amount of training for the indoor game as well.
Yeah, and two different kinds. I mean, it's volleyball, but tell the viewers a little bit. I mean, sand volleyball, much different than what we're seeing here on this court.
Much different. Only 2 players on the court. But I'll tell you, when you train in sand, when you come to play indoor, everything feels a whole lot easier. That was great timing by Taya Shaw. The way she hesitated there really is what got her that point.
Sure. That was out. Served up by Bailey Lentz, a senior, coming out for Central and back in. Number 15, Carly Baca for Central.
With as often in the last set as Central was winning quick balls, that was a perfect pass. So I'm kind of surprised that wasn't a little faster on the offense.
And a timeout called right now by Central York. Spring Grove 16, Central York 8.
Libero made an excellent effort there, just not quite enough arm swing to get that back in play.
Still plenty of game to go here for both teams. We're in the third set, split right now. Each team has won a set to kick things off. We're going to at least have a fourth set and maybe some bonus volleyball. Who knows? We'll see how this unfolds here, Coach.
I'll tell you, though, from a coach's perspective, you really want this third one. Taking the momentum into that fourth set is a big deal.
Yeah, and I guess when you look at it, you win the third set, all you really need is win one more out of the 2 sets potentially. But
well, and going to 5, it's a shorter set, so you don't have as much time to make up any mistakes you might make.
You fall behind early. Yep, it's tough to make ground up. And right now, Spring Grove, comfortable lead here in the third set, 16-8. And Maddie Rowland back to serve for Spring Grove. We're underway here, coming off the timeout.
Nice cut.
Off the fingertips there of Abby Stifler, a point for Spring Grove. Clearly, the momentum's on Spring Grove Rockets' side right now here in the third set.
I like Maddie's floater serve. That's a tough serve to pass.
Ball was out. The Central's point. Still alive. Ball still alive, and amazing play there. Central's point down by 7 right now. 17-10 Spring Grove. Abby Stifler back to serve. And that's out of bounds. It's going to be Central's point. And the Central bench pretty lively here, Coach. How about it? Some of the players.
I'll tell you, number 20, Mackenzie Boyle. She gets them riled up down there for sure. It's great to see that. That was a perfect set for Haley. Perfect set.
Back to serve, Haley Wolf for Spring Grove. We've called her name a few times tonight's broadcast.
Just a few.
Nice jump serve by Haley.
I'll tell you, Central needs to work on getting the ball to the middle, because when they set the middle, Spring Grove struggles with that. So they need to tighten up the passing to be able to run that middle offense.
Whereas conversely, with Spring Grove, it seems like they want to set to the outside and really bring that swing like there.
Well, when you have the Wolf sisters on the outside, that's where you're going to send the ball.
I want to thank the fans for tuning in. We were experiencing some technical difficulties with our broadcast tonight. Please stay tuned to the action. We're working through the kinks. Producer Cliff Kern. That was in.
Again, nice shot down the line.
Carly back to serve for Central York.
Tay Rashaw back in the game, so let's see where that goes.
What a save there by Abby Stifler. Ball still in play.
Tell you, the Spring Grove bench was looking for that call.
and Dean's Auto Plaza in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Thank you to all 5 sponsors tonight, and thank you, the fans, for tuning in this Tuesday night. Our Sports Shooting Stars first ever YIAA girls volleyball game being brought to you tonight by the sponsors and Sports Shooting Stars. It's been everything we expected it to be here, and a great matchup between 2 schools, and who knows, this may be the first of a few games we may be broadcasting this season. I know the county championships will be held at Dallastown in the month of October, and I know York Suburban's another team to follow. They're undefeated in Division II play. Yeah, our producer tonight, Dew Jones, and camera operator, telling us we're having some technical difficulties tonight with the Wi-Fi here, and we apologize for any inconvenience in terms of streaming the game.
I gotta tell you, John just leaned over to me and said he can't sit still. He's too anxious to see what happens here in the games.
Well, Spring Grove 1 set away here from winning it. And a dump there by Maddie Rowland. We've seen her do that a few times tonight, and she's going to go back to serve for the Lady Rockets here. A 1-0 lead for Central York. These 2 teams will play next month in Central.
That's going to be a double contact called on Spring Grove's setter. Just a little too long on the ball there.
The ball, okay, double contact there. Spring Grove, it ties things up here 1-1. Off the fingertips of Riley Zedek, and it gives Central a 2-1 advantage right now in the 4th set from Spring Grove Area High School.
Yeah, Central's coming out of the gate a little faster there.
It's Michelle Krieger, Coach Krieger here, along with Todd Edwards, Sports Shooting Stars. Big swing. And it gives Central a 3-1 advantage. And it is amazing, Coach, from set to set sometimes how the momentum plays out here. Right now, Central on a bit of a roll here in the 4th set.
Central out of the back row.
In the net, Kylie Zedek. Yeah, I want to let our fans know that if you're having problems viewing it on YouTube, you can go to www.wrct.tv. If you're having trouble watching it, you can stream it there. You can watch the remainder of this game. Again, we're having some technical difficulties with the action tonight. Our apologies. But right now, Central with the momentum, 5-1. Yeah, the website's White Rose Community Television.tv, where you can stream the game if you're having problems watching us on YouTube.
And once again, proving she can do it all. That was a single block by Haley Wolf.
Yeah, and back to serve. Haley Wolf. Central right now with a 6-2 lead.
Bryn Weigel stepping it up on the outside, number 21 for Central, with that last block and her last kill on that.
Kenzie Boyer with a kill there.
What a reminder, fans, with the technical difficulty, we will upload the video later, and we'll have the whole game in its entirety, uninterrupted with any of the technical difficulties that we may be experiencing, if you happen to miss some of the action throughout tonight's broadcast. And a point for Spring Grove. Down by 2 right now. Riley Zedick back to serve. Spring Grove. Central with a 3-point lead right now over Spring Grove, 7-4. We're in the 4th set. Spring Grove holding a 2-1 advantage here. And kind of found the soft spot in the court there and got the point for Spring Grove. Nevaeh Wolf back to serve for Spring Grove. And a big kill there by Tia Shaw.
She is tough to stop on that slide approach. Or in the middle, to be honest.
In the middle, yeah, both spots there on the court, no doubt.
I'll be real interested to see where she ends up playing next year.
Substitutions there for Central. Bryn Weigel back to serve, gets the ball over. And a big block there.
That's a big double block on that side.
No doubt, Tia Shaw there in the front. Number 13, Leah Davies. And Abby Stifler, and that's out. That'll be a Spring Grove point.
That last row too, we have both setters in the front row, so that gives the offside hitters a little bit smaller block when they go up against that.
And a dump attempt there by Abby Stifler. Spring Grove all over. Haley Wolf with a kill. Going to pull her team back into this, down by 3. It's Central York 10, Spring Grove 7. Macy Baum back to serve. And a service error.
Spring Grove really needs to work to stay within that 3 to 4 points and lessen that gap. That's once you start getting 4 or 5 in the row.
It's tough to rally.
It's tough to rally.
Big swing
and that'll
there.
Do it right there.
It's never too early. I want to remind the fans that are tuned in, never too early to kind of start considering who maybe could be a player of the game. I got to say, just from my perspective, Haley Wolf would be one of those players to consider here if Spring Grove were to hold on tonight. They're up 2-1 right now in the 4th set. Central's up 11-8. Big kill there.
Beautiful
by
set,
Leah Davies.
Beautiful kill.
And they form quite a tandem out there. Leah Davies when she's out there with Tia Shaw. Right now, Caitlin Munsky is out there. Kara Davies out there on the front. Big swing and a touch there by Nacy Baum. It'll be Central's point, 13-8. We mentioned earlier we saw the JV game go 3 sets, 2-1 Central. Will this go 5? Stay tuned. Big swing there by Haley Wolf.
We have not seen her hit too much out of the middle, but again,
but
just proving she
wherever
absolutely
she's
can.
at, whether in the front, middle, outside, and back row, she's making her presence felt here for Spring Grove. Leah Davies back to serve for Central York. Extends the lead to 6 right now. 15-9, Central York.
Nice tip, just a little too high for the libero to get a second touch on that ball.
And in for Central, a point. 6-point lead for Central York, 16-10 here in the 4th set.
Bryn Weigel's really stepped up her swings on the outside. That's nice to see coming from her.
And clearly this set belongs in the 4th set. I want to thank the fans for tuning into tonight's broadcast. Sports Shooting Stars coming to you live tonight from Spring Grove Area High School.
Yeah, I tell you, one of the things I noticed too, the student section's been a little quiet over there.
Has been this set, yeah. It's you can kind of normally tell who has the lead by how loud or how quiet the student section is here at Spring Grove. And right now they're kind of sitting on maybe pins and needles right now. And a block there, and a point to Central York.
Excellent block by Central. You don't see Haley getting blocked too often, but that was a solid, solid block.
And a 9-point lead. How difficult, Coach, is it to rally being down by 9?
That's a big gap, Todd. That's a big gap.
Service error there for Central. And it will be Spring Grove serve and point there on that play. Back to serve for Spring Grove, Katie Brandt. She's a senior for Spring Grove. And a big kill there by Tia Shaw. And you're looking at Central. She's a player, if they hold on for the win here, she could be considered for player of the game, Tia Shaw.
Absolutely.
She's certainly making her presence felt out there on the court for Central York. 10-point lead now for the Lady Panthers. Brooke Yankinich back to serve. And off the arms of Leah Davies, it'll be Spring Grove's point and serve coming up. Nevaeh Wolf back to serve for Spring Grove.
Excellent coverage by Central off that block.
Yeah, no. Back and forth here. And out. But they're saying it was touched by Spring Grove player. It'll be Central York's point and serve, much to the chagrin of the fan base here at Spring Grove.
Yeah, the crowd is not happy with that call by the line judge.
And Central York, a lot of that noise is from that team, Central York. A few fans here from Central, but certainly the players on the bench and the team, Central York, rather vocal, and rightly so, a 10-point lead here in the fourth set, 22-12. And we may be looking at some bonus volleyball here in set 5. How about it, Coach?
Oh, we're definitely going to 5, that's for sure, that's for sure. And it being a shorter game to 15, it'll take...
Yeah, and John Turpax, who's here off camera, he called it. This is true. He has called it, and it's not over, no doubt. It's
I believe, Todd, both teams in their last several matches have gone 3-0. So it'll be interesting to see how it happens with both of them taking this to 5.
To 5, and really how their energy level and playing to 5, and particularly with the emotion, with this game and battle of undefeateds. Well, we're back here, 4th set. Maddie Rowland rolls that one in for Spring Grove. Kenzie Boyer back to serve for Spring Grove. Tia Shaw on the outside.
That was a textbook play. That was a perfect pass off the serve receive, perfect set to the slide, and down for the kill.
23, 10-point lead, 23-13, Central York, 4th set. That's out. That'll be Spring Grove's point.
One thing we haven't seen a lot of from Spring Grove this game is back row attacks. So. That's the double contact coming off again. When you see the backward spin, that doesn't always indicate, but a lot of times it does. So.
And the student body yelling, "You can't do that." Right now, Central York 23, Spring Grove 15. 4th set action here from Spring Grove Area High School. In on the back, boy, that was just in, Coach.
And now that's going to bring us to set point.
Set point here, 24-15.
That's going to bring the setter back to serve, which gives Central all 3 hitters in the front row.
And there you have it.
Not going to matter.
Big win there for Central York. They win the 4th set 25-15. And we're going to set 5. I want to remind the viewers at home, it's to 15, correct, Coach?
That's
not
correct.
25,
Set 5
15.
to 15.
So it's really important for one of the teams to jump out ahead. It would be more difficult to rally, especially with just 15 for set.
It goes fast. Let me tell you, it goes real fast.
Don't go anywhere. If you're tuned in at home, it'll be a fast-paced game here. It has been a fast 4 sets. 5th and final set coming up here between Central York and Spring Grove. And we want to thank the fans for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, Sports Shooting Stars. And want to thank our sponsors tonight, Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Dean's Auto Plaza. All sponsors for tonight's volleyball action. Our first ever volleyball match broadcasted right here, Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you tonight from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania. I want to thank Coach Michelle Krieger for stepping in tonight, broadcast as my co-host tonight. Your thoughts so far on the broadcast? I mean, overall, the game and your broadcast. What do you think, Coach?
Well, I got to say thank you for all the female athletes out here who don't get a lot of screen time. It's nice to have you guys out here showing the women's volleyball match.
Yeah, we focused in the past predominantly on football and basketball. We've done some girls basketball games, county championships, but our first foray into volleyball, I hope it's not our last. I hope we can maybe do another match or two this season. I think it's pretty exciting, and it brings a different flavor, if you will, to Sports Shooting Stars.
Well, I got to tell you, whatever way this match goes here, I think the next matchup between these two teams at Central is going to be one to watch.
It may be a game we may have to broadcast at Central when these two teams meet later in the month of October. But first things first, this game here, 5th and final set to 15.
I think the biggest change in that last set was we did not see Haley getting the ball as much as she did in the last 3 sets.
Yeah, she's one of those players that can take over a game. And talk about that, Coach. I mean, you set and feed her that, and she can make her kills. She was showing that earlier in the game. And right now we're not at up 2-2. And if Spring Grove's going to win this game, I think you got to get her back into the game and be more of a factor.
Yeah, the biggest thing about that is if you're not going to pass the ball well, it's very hard to get it to the hitter you want to get the ball to. Setter's just going to take the easiest set they can to keep the ball and the offense moving. So if they can start passing a little better this match, we should see a closer game for this last one.
Yeah, from our vantage point here, number 4, Haley Wolf, looks extremely tall. A lot of legs, a lot of arms. I'm curious to see maybe post-game down there on the court, a complete athlete. And like you said, if you can play in sand, this game's much, much easier here on the hardwood floor.
Absolutely. When you practice jumping in the sand and moving in the sand, your reach and your height on your jumps when you come onto the hard court is huge.
It's huge.
Not for me, because I've never had a vertical, but for most other people it works.
I want to remind the fans that you played, your position was as a setter, correct?
Since I was 6. My mother actually refereed since I was 6, so that's how I ended up in a gym.
Yeah, 5th and final set here. Yeah, I want to remind our fans, since it's a 5th and final set, give us your feedback on who do you feel is the player of the game in tonight's broadcast. And just like that, Spring Grove starts off with the first point in the 5th set. Maddie Rowland back to serve. Ball still alive and falls. It'll be Central's point, 1-1.
Yeah, Central was looking for the 4th contact call, but didn't get it.
Nice dig there by Macy Baum. Big swing there. Ball still in play here, back and forth. There you go. We talked about it. Haley Wolf, her big swing. She's going to go back to serve for the Spring Grove Lady Rocket team.
Excellent rally. Got the student section up on their feet again.
That ball was out. 2-2. Big swing there.
Both teams picking up their defense in this set.
And that was in, right near the back line, but what a shot.
Central looking for an out call, but that ball was solidly on that back line.
Out of rotation, right, Coach?
Rotation. Out of rotation.
Central.
Coach is going to have that checked. Those are the kind of mistakes you don't want to see. That's completely mental. Both captains going to go over and.
Coach Casio talking to the side judge, not too happy there as he throws his clipboard down. And the captain there, the setter, Abby Stifler, talking to the other side judge. What's going on here, Coach? Can you take the viewers inside this?
So the rule is the players have to be in their base positions before the server contacts the ball. Once she makes contact, the players can move wherever they'd like. So one of the players moved out of position before the contact was made by the server. I got to tell you, that was one of the hardest things to remember as an official, is remembering the entire lineup so you would be able to recognize that when it happened. Official's going to stick with this call, though, so Spring Grove's back to serve.
The Spring Grove crowd and student section rather vocal here with a 3-point lead, 5-2 right now. Yes, their football team is undefeated as well. Spring Grove Rockets, a lot of success in the fall sports season in Spring Grove.
It's going to be 4 contacts. No contact on that block.
Timeout Central right now. Head coach Nate Acasio calling a timeout. Team down by 4 right now.
It's interesting the length of the rallies in this set compared to the last 4.
Yes.
They've been going much, much longer.
Yes, it is. And a timeout here, and again, 5th and final set will play to 15.
I don't think it's over yet. It's
no,
only
not
a
at all.
4-point
We've
down.
seen 4 fantastic sets and 2 great teams here battling it out here at Spring Grove.
to all you watching on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in.
Tia Shaw out right now for Central. But the student crowd very vocal, and that serve was out.
Tia Shaw checking back in there.
Yes,
we apologize for that if we were mispronouncing her name a little bit. She'll definitely be a name to watch out for.
A senior for Central. A service error for Spring Grove. Be Central's point. Want to remind our fans that are tuned in, watching on our YouTube channel, to give us your recommendation on who's your player of the game tonight. And that was in. What a kill there by Miley Orman.
She's just a junior, so she'll be coming back next year for Spring Grove.
Okay. Ali Rue back to serve for Spring Grove. And a big block there.
Solid block by
Tia
Shaw.
Shaw.
Straight down.
8-5 right now, Spring Grove with a 3-point lead.
Excellent pass. Net violation by Central.
And the student section yelling, "You can't do that." And it gives Spring Grove a 9-5 lead. Fifth and final set here from Spring Grove High School.
Oh,
what a save there.
Great save
by Spring
Haley.
Grove.
It's a big swing on the outside and off Spring Grove's block.
The effort put out by both of these teams, Coach, you really kind of hate to see one team lose. I mean, it's going to happen tonight. I know it's inevitable, but a solid effort by both teams tonight. And the point goes to Spring Grove and their serve. Maddie Rowland back for Spring Grove. 10-6, the Rockets over Panthers. Fifth and final set.
Panthers running out of time. Game only to 15.
Yeah, and each play now really for Central becomes very pivotal. Down by 5, and it's a timeout called by Central head coach Nate Acasio.
Yeah, Central's stuck in a rotation where Shaw is not in the front row currently, and I have to tell you, if I were in the position right now, I would want her up front. Not a lot he can do about that. It's just timing.
Right now, they score Spring Grove 11, Central York 6. Again, it's a fifth and final set here from Spring Grove. A fantastic crowd turned out tonight on a Tuesday night to watch girls volleyball. And we thank you and our sponsors for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we have tonight. Coach Michelle Krieger here, along with Dew Jones, John Turpak, and yours truly, Todd Edwards, bringing the action to you. Hope to do it again later this season with a little more girls volleyball action. Maddie Rowland getting ready to serve for Spring Grove. Up and over. And that was in. Leah Davies with the kill. A 4-point lead for the Lady Rockets. As Abby Stifler set for Central to serve. That was in. And you see Macy Baum back there in the back row.
She's excellent on defense. She's struggled a little tonight on serve receive, which is why they're hiding her back there. But then her teammates are letting the ball go past them a little bit.
There we go again. Haley Wolf back to serve. 4-point lead.
Spring Grove's in an excellent position. Setters back row, all 3 hitters up front.
Just over the net there, her serve. And a block. I think Spring Grove can start feeling it right now, Coach. You're 13-8.
I love
Haley.
when the producer says, even I know that was good.
A short serve there. And a dig unsuccessfully for Spring Grove. It'll be Central's point. Central not going away anywhere right now. 13-9, down by 4 points, but it's Central's serve. Back to serve Leah Davies. Big kill there by Mackenzie Boyer. And a statement shot there. And 1 point away from securing their win.
That was
tonight.
a huge swing by Boyer, huge swing. You can hear the crowd responding to that as well.
It's brought a lot of this Central faithful to their feet here.
Set and match point.
That's out. And with that, Spring Grove with the win tonight, 3-2. And what a broadcast, what a game tonight, Coach.
That was an excellent match by both teams.
And a big win for Spring Grove. They moved to 8-0 tonight.
I think that sets up a heck of a game for the next rematch.
Player of the game honors, it's something, Coach, I'll ask you, maybe even the YouTube chat, who do you feel the player of the game is for Spring Grove? We'll start with you, Coach.
I'm not really sure that's a big question in anybody's mind after watching Haley Wolf play tonight.
Haley Wolf is certainly put on an outstanding effort here tonight, and I believe may deserve that player of the game recognition tonight. A lot of kills, a big presence on the court for Haley Wolf, number 4. Her twin sister, of course, plays for Spring Grove, Nevaeh Wolf. They earned the victory tonight. They moved to 8-0 and retain first place in Division I YIAA. I'm going to turn the microphone on. Down in amongst the crowd here, Spring Grove rather jubilant here tonight. Going to try to get an interview with the coach, Liz Ziegler here, and our player of the game. Without a doubt, it was Haley Wolf, player of the game, Coach. Your thoughts on her performance tonight?
Like I said, she can hit from any spot on the court, including the back row. Passing, she did an excellent job passing, and her serves as well contributed significantly to their win.
We're going to try to get her over here along with the coach.
I think we're interrupting a
I think so. I kind of
request.
feel like I'm stepping, We'll move over, try to get the camera shot here. Feel like I'm interrupting their party, but it was much deserved. And we're going to try to get the coach over here. And
I tell you, it feels more like the end of the season celebration than mid-season.
A big celebration, it's yep. Here, I'm going to get Haley over. Haley.
I don't know if you can see it, but everyone here is helping put things away and celebrating at the same time.
Liz, come on, both of you, come on over here. No, right here. Come on in here, Haley and Coach. You're live here. Up here. There we go. Todd Edwards. We're here with Liz Ziegler. Coach, your thoughts on tonight's performance?
Well, it was definitely very tight, and we had fun watching the defense and trying to pick apart what we needed to do to win.
No doubt about it, and they're a strong opponent. And this player next to my left, a big performance by you. A lot of kill shots for you tonight. Your thoughts against this big Central win?
I think it's really good that our team can work together. If we get down, the next play we're up. We're never down, really down. So I think it's just really good that we just work together well.
Oh, no doubt about it. I can see that. No doubt about it. Coach, any insight from your perspective here tonight?
Well, I don't know if you had told her about player of the game, but I think it speaks for itself with everything you were doing tonight. So hopefully with their help, you got some...
This right here is your shirt. Because you're player of the game. You can hold it up right there to the camera. Anything you like to say to your family that may be watching, or friends or student body that's watching tonight? I know you're committed to go to University of Tampa, but first things first, I'm sure a county championship and maybe districts and a state run. Go ahead.
I just want to thank everyone for watching. All the support, we couldn't do it without you guys. It brings so much energy to the game.
No doubt about it, and you're very strong with your swings. I mean, the training and everything. I guess this is a lot easier for you to play as opposed to sand. How about it? Once you play sand, you can go out here and really dominate.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to jump, that's for sure.
Well, congratulations. There you are. You're live on television. And Coach, where do you go from here after this big win?
We just are trying to do one game at a time, one match at a time, and focusing on that. And our immediate goal is obviously counties after that.
No doubt about it. Best of luck, Coach, to you. Spring Grove with the big win tonight. And there you have it, sports fans. You can wave. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Yep. And there you have it. Liz Ziegler with her player of the game here tonight. How about it, Coach? Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, fans. 22 kills. There you go. I knew there were a lot of kills. I mean, you just were dominating, and you really kind of took the game over out there tonight.
Thank you.
Yep. Good. Best of luck to her and her sister, twins, and they dominate for Spring Grove. They did tonight with this big win over Central. So fans that are tuned in, thanks for tuning in. And this hopefully will not be the last game that we'll be broadcasting, as we'll be broadcasting possibly more volleyball games and football games in the future. So for Coach Todd Edwards, have yourself a great night.
Good night.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving property values, and bettering the community one home at a time.
For a fair cash offer on your home, call Integrity First Home Buyers today.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for.
The free year of roadside assistance?
And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's.
Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Dean's Auto Plaza. We are Hanover's truck giant.